Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of James Bond Bitcoin Live, episode 0070, hashtag Bloodbath. So, in this episode here, I'm going to talk about a few things. In the notes below, in the notes section, I have something about Friday the 13th. Who is Jason Voorhees? Interesting that Jason Voorhees is the masked person with Friday the 13th. But isn't that name sound really familiar? Isn't there somebody named Eric Voorhees? And apparently he's causing a lot of havoc as well. Also on the notes section is, let's see here. Also in the notes section is policy on Bitcoin Hardforks update and SegWit 2x B2X from BitMEX. BitMEX is an exchange, and it looks like they've taken a different stance on how they're going to handle the hard fork. They're not even going to deal with it. So you got a lot of wallets that are going to let you, and some of these wallets are going to let you decide what to do. Some of these wallets are not going to even participate in the hard fork, along with some exchanges. Some exchanges are going to let you decide, and they'll even split the coins if possible. Other exchanges are not even going to participate. So wherever you have your Bitcoins, please watch out for that. So that's in the notes section. And then also in the notes section is this AirSwap ICO investor lost $80,000 on a failed transaction. So there's an article. I'll get to that a little bit later. And then you got the new time lock address, the link to this meme here. And I don't have the pot of gold up, but if you want to donate to the pot of gold, there's a link for that as well. And also in the link is Hiroja Shibe's Space Odyssey Network. Check out her channel, and please subscribe to her. And hopefully we'll have her back on the show, and we'll collaborate a little bit more with Brian. So I'd like to thank everybody in the chat box. Flapping Plymouth, how you doing? Also, Olgov Halski, good to see you guys in there, or ladies, or I don't know. Anyways, let me go back to Friday the 13th, which is today. Days like this, it's bloody. The title is hashtag Bloodbath, and in some parts of the world, in some parts of the places, in certain times, there are real life bloodbaths, and real life nightmares and massacres. And so I got two QR codes here of an example of real life murder in front of public, video footage, photographed and documented. Some places don't even let you even talk about it. Other places remember, but seems like we have a whole generation that may have forgotten or don't even know. And so I want to bring that to light because, today is Friday the 13th, and we shouldn't take it too lightly. I know it seems like a little cult holiday for some people, but when it comes to bloodbath, yeah, there's a lot of people who shed a lot of blood. And these are some real world life events that you should all remember or know of. So the meme here is nothing more than hashtag yes2x. And I think that pretty much says it all. It's getting butchered here as we get closer and closer to the hard fork. Will it happen? I was reading a blog from Bread Wallet. That's one example of a wallet provider. They're very sure that the hard fork is going to happen, and so they're offering their users both coins, or the ability to have access to both coins. And so this brings me to BitMEX. They're probably not the only exchange. It seems like there's a wide spectrum of what's going on. So far, I only know one company that's going to recognize SegWit 2x Bitcoins or SegWit 2x coins as Bitcoin, and that's Bitcoin.com. That's owned by Roger Ver. Other than that, there's the middle ground where you have Bitfinex, Coinbase. I'm not sure if Zappo is going to offer. I think Zappo is going to offer both coins. I don't know about BitPay. I haven't heard much from them. Maybe Shapeshift. So there's others that are going to allow the splitting of the coins, and so you'll be able to do some of that. So hopefully you'll be able to extract the coins that you want to use. And then there's the other side where they're not even going to participate at all in the hard fork. They're not even going to recognize the hard fork at all. A lot of them seem to be exchanges, because it's a lot of work on these exchanges to do these things. So anyways, let me see what else I got here in the notes. Oh yeah, the AirSwap. Now talk about nightmares. The AirSwap ICO investor who lost $80,000 on a failed transaction. This is crazy. If you go to the link, it takes you to CryptoCoins News. You could actually see a snapshot of the transaction on Etherscan. And the guy put in like 40. Let me see. I'll take a quick look at it, because I was just on it right now. Let me see here. 400,000 Wii or GUI. Now, if you've seen some of my episodes about how to figure out the minimum for the gas price, it should be like 5 Wii. I mean, literally 5 Wii. This guy put in 400,000 Wii. The gas limit itself, the gas limit that's used to calculate, how much Ethereum is going to be cost, was 592,379 was the gas limit. 592,379 gas limit, which equated to what he put in, which was like 0.0004 Wii. Now, he should have really put 0.000000005 Wii, something like that, something ridiculous. Anyways, it came out to 236.9516 Ether, which equated to, at the current price, or at the time of the snapshot, $80,000. And here's the sucky part. The transaction failed. So the transaction failed, and he didn't get his transaction back, the transaction fee back, and he also didn't even get his what do they call it? AirSwap ICO tokens. So talk about nightmare. Anyways, my 10 minutes is almost up. Let me see if who's in the chat now. I see Explicit. You're in the chat. The donation address. Let me see here. I think you're asking for the donation address for the pot of gold. That's if you click on the pot of gold, it takes you to another meme, and it's a QR code. So I don't know the address. You have to scan it. So you want me to add the wallet description in the address or in the description? Okay, I'll do that explicit. I'll go ahead and do that as well. And if you missed a bit mix, they're going to not support SegWit 2x. And then who else? Oh, Hiroja, Shibe, Space Odyssey Network is also in here. And why the fuck is gas and ETH transaction cost that high? Apparently the guy was trying to rush his transactions because at the end of the token sale they had some tokens left over, so they had you had a chance to purchase more than the limited amount, which I think that was about 3,300 tokens per person. So they had extra left over, and the guy had apparently all this ether left and wanted to buy as much as he wanted to. So he put in an exorbitant amount of transaction or we cost. And what sucked is it didn't go through. So a couple things in the article said that either it was all sold out because apparently it was 5 minutes before the closing of the unlimited sale of the tokens, or something was wrong with the contract and it wasn't able to complete. And remember, Ethereum is supposed to be, a world computer that computates, your contract. And so that's kind of what happened there. Let me see. Okay, so you can't scroll explicit. I'll go ahead and I'll put the address to the donation so it can be donated and people can donate into it. So I'll do that after the show. So thank you so much. Anyways, my time is a little bit up. I've gone a little bit over. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Feel free to like, dislike, leave a comment after the live stream, or even do a video response. Until next time, stay tuned.